Hello everyone, we're from Group 4A. In this video, we're gonna explore the fascinating role of chemical analysis in our everyday lives. So, let's dive in and explore how this science impacts us all. Before we start the video, we're gonna introduce our team first. From me, my name is Priska Virginia Diaz Arismaya from number 4.
My name is Nebrana Haryadi from number 12.
Hello, I am Aisyah Sukitasari and my number is 19.
My name is Hani Bestari Hawk and my student ID numbers are M06244026.
So, chemical analysis is the process in chemistry of determining the physical properties or chemical composition of sample of matters. It involves identifying, separating, and quantifying the components of a sample to understand its nature and composition. Chemical analysis can be divided into two main types. The first one is qualitative analysis, which establishes what substances are present, and the second one is quantitative analysis, which measures how much of each substance is present. The procedure used in chemical analysis range from classical wet methods such as precipitation and titration to modern instrumental techniques like chromatography and spectroscopy depending on the sample and the information required. This process is fundamental in various fields including environmental monitoring, pharmaceutical, food safety, and industrial quality control.
Analytical chemistry in daily life application. First, analytical chemistry in pharmacy application. In general, analytical chemistry research is practically applicable in the field of pharmacies. It has been used for many purposes for a long time. Areas of application include quality inspection of compounds such as inorganic compounds, organic compounds, chemical products, and pharmaceuticals. Some examples of analytical application in pharmacy are determining shelf life of a compound, determining adulterants, dissolution in drugs, qualitative and quantitative analysis, etc. And second is analytical chemistry application in agriculture. Analytical chemistry is also used in many areas of agriculture. The three main uses of analytical chemistry in agriculture are soil testing, water testing, and harvest crop testing. And the third is analytical chemistry application in medical technology and studies. Analytical chemistry is also very important to the medical industry. The technology used in healthcare adopts the basic concept of analytical chemistry. It is widely used in the diagnostic process in the medical field. Analytical applications in medicine such as medical tests, serum cholesterol tests, and medical diagnosis. Fourth, analytical chemistry in application in food and beverage. Analytical chemistry is important too for the food and beverage industry, especially in its quality control process. There are many applications of analytical chemistry for controlling quality of food and beverage, such as food contamination tests, off-flavor food tests, and toxic tests. Analytical chemistry in food and beverage application. Food preservation techniques plays a critical role in ensuring the availability of safe and high-quality food. There are common preservation methods such as thermal processing, refrigeration, freezing, drying, and fermentation, with a focus on the underlying chemical principles. The effects of food preservation techniques on food quality and safety are of paramount importance in ensuring the delivery of safe and high-quality food products to consumers. Preservation methods play a critical role in preventing food spoilage, maintaining nutritional value, and enhancing food safety. various preservation techniques used, including packaging, cycle emerging technologies, natural antimicrobials, and green technologies, have been developed to achieve this objective.
Okay, in this occasion, I will explain the example of chemical analysis application in food. The case is antibiotic residues in livestock. Antibiotics are not only used for humans, but also for livestock such as fish and shrimp. Antibiotics are administered when livestock experience infectious disease caused by bacteria. In addition, antibiotics are also used to stimulate animal growth by being added to livestock feed. Improper use of antibiotics can lead to residues in the organ tissues of livestock. This is quite dangerous for the health of humans who consume them, as it can cause poisoning and allergic reactions. Therefore, antibiotics should not be added to livestock feed. The antibiotic that is often added is chloramphenicol. The use of chloramphenicol has been restricted because it is carcinogenic and carries the risk of causing aplastic anemia. According to the Indonesian National Standard or SNI 016366-2000, the maximum permissible limit of antibiotic residues in animal food for chloramphenicol is 0.01 ppm. Chemical analysis is necessary to detect possible residues in livestock products. In this study, the sample tested was tiger prawns from the Kutaraja Ocean Fisheries Farm. The types of chemical analysis used in this test were qualitative analysis using a color reaction test and quantitative analysis using HPLC. The qualitative test was first conducted using natrium hydroxide to check for the presence of chloramphenicol by observing color changes. However, no significant color change was detected, likely due to the very low concentration of the residue. The quantitative analysis involved extracting the stream samples and injecting them into the HPLC system. The results show that the chloramphenicol residue level in stream samples from PBS Kutaraja was 0.0024634 ppm, which is well below the maximum residue limit set by the Indonesian National Standard, indicating that the stream for sample consumption. If a purple color appears, it means positive for formalin. For boron content, the sample was acid and the S was mixed with curcumin pepper. If the pepper satisfies, it means positive for boron. And for content, the sample was processed and tested using thin layer chromatography or TLC to observe under the sealant. Fluorescence
Next, formalin testing was carried out by distillation, where the sample was acidulated using concentrated phosphoric acid. The resulting distillate was reacted with chromatopic acid to obtain formalin. If formalin was present, a purple color complex compound would form. Complex compounds can produce color because they absorb energy in the visible light region. The absorbed energy is used to promote electron transitions at the center atom, resulting in the emission of color. In basic pharmaceutical analysis, we study the principle of causal identification of chemical substance using specific chemical reactions and the techniques such as distillation, independent processing,